here at Occupy Olympia. Question for you. What do you see as an immediate solution?
If you don't got respect, then you can't live life without respect.
So that's the immediate change? Is more respect?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys are in town for the day to see the Occupy? What's your immediate impression of the Occupy Olympia?
I mean, I don't know what to think as of right now. I think there's collective energy of people trying to support people on Wall Street, being connected together. But it is Olympia, it's a transient community where people come and go. But I think it's beautiful that people are here right now, and everyone has a collective reason for why they're here. And it's kind of set up like a city. There's first aid, there's free food. It's good what's going on.
Cool. Thoughts?
I just walked in. I'm just trying to soak it all up and trying to understand what's going on. Spend all my time on the pasture with the animals. And, I don't get to come out and do that.
Yeah, cool. It's a little overstimulating.
We're young farmers. This is the first time that we've gotten a chance to come to a city, but just the fact that I feel like I'm representing young farmers everywhere who are in support of this movement as well.
Cool. That's awesome. Thank you.
I don't think this is necessarily an immediate solution, but I think it's an awesome example of people putting their energy into something really cool. And what I see here, this music, we got a marching band here tonight, people serving each other food and sharing past stuff. I think people are really learning how to build relationships and talk to each other, and I think that's the way we're going to save the world. By recreating that sense and capability.
Community and networking. Yeah, thank you. Here we are at Occupy Olympia. Why are you here?
I'm here because I believe in the American voice, the world's voice right now, and it's speaking to the other part of the world, and it's saying that we have things, issues, problems that needs to be solved, and these problems are going to be solved by unity, through working with each other, sharing with each other, loving each other, and really doing what the humanistic spirit tells us to do. We all have to live and get along on this big old earth together. So we might as well do it in peace, we might as well do it in understanding, we might as well do it in love. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to spread those messages throughout the world and throughout my nation, which I love. That is, no matter what kind of problems we have, no matter how big they are, love will cover it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Carol Willey, and I've been here in Olympia, Washington for the Occupation Olympia for 21 days now. It actually started October 7th at Sylvester Park. We moved here on the 16th to Heritage Park, and my tent is right behind you. And we have an elder's tent over here, Elder Circle. And this tent right here is going to have three functions. One, hopefully a women's center, women's circle. We can do arts and crafts and knitting and crocheting and other things. It's going to be a play area for children, and we already have a little bit of toys. We're going to get more. And also, it's going to be a training area for multiple purposes, but one is we're going to have legislative coffees in which I tell people how to go up to the legislature, and to really engage in the political process. So we've actually, I'm taking the lead on a legislative collective committee, and we're now into our fourth meeting, and we will have an all-day event tomorrow with the People's Movement Assembly, doing some tabling, doing legislative, a lot of handouts, and then we're going to have an event. Hopefully, if it's not raining and a bad windstorm like we had today, we're going to have a monster mash. Yes, and that is from 10 to 4. Let's see, give me it right here. If it doesn't rain, I'm going to have to find another location, maybe temporarily at Dick's over there at the Tradition Cafe, with Traditions Cafe. Maybe if Mix 96 is open, we can go there. Otherwise, it'll be postponed, and we'll do the Monster Mash at a later date. Cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Carol. think you're so disrespectful. Why? Is it because you're white? Is it because you're a tall man? Bruce, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to protect your honor? Come on, it's your chance. No, I don't want to touch you. Respect my boundaries, Bruce. Respect my boundaries. What do you have to say for yourself? You're too busy eating food to care. We're gonna go see the list of demands for Occupy Olympia.
So there's this cool little zine. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of really, it's a really important statement actually at the front of this, because it says that, yeah, you can see it.
Sarah Palin?
I think so. No, it's a TV news reporter. Oh,
okay.
Wait, no, the reporter's the guy with the camera. That might be Palin, whatever her name is.
Whatever, she doesn't deserve to have her name pronounced correctly.
Sarah Palin.
Alright.
Palin.
So let's see what these grievances are.
Well, here's Occupy Portland.
Can you shut the door, please?
Okay.
Hey.
Cool. I can't read that on this, but maybe they get the idea. So there's like a long list.
So there's Portland. There's Seattle. This is more of a list form. There's Philadelphia.
Nice.
There's Los Angeles.
Whoa, yeah.
There's Chicago. Let's see here.
Shit's after right now. We got lots of grievances.
Shit's after in the A. There's Occupy New York City.
Oh, yeah.
There's Houston.
Whoa. New York's got like a mouthful of paragraphs over there. What's this?
Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the Mormons got something to say.
Cool.
All right. And I think those might be...
Yeah, we're doing it.
This is not even close to a full list. I don't know why people bothered putting those cities on there. That's like less than 5% of the cities involved.
Yeah.
I think there's almost 1,800 now, and it's either somewhere I've heard as high as 2,200.
So Bruce, we're at Occupy Olympia. What are we going to do to prevent the same problems from reoccurring, such as people trying to take and corrupt power within our own internal structures?
I think that we need to stay vigilant, that like basically there's sort of a cyclical process where you go from like unstructured to structured back to unstructured again, and then you need to like be aware of that. You need to watch out for any sort of permanent power structures. But you also need to be able to like stand up for systems of power.
It was done.
Against systems that have like self-perpetuation. And I don't know, I think it's just going to take people being aware.
I'm sorry.
And
I was in the middle of using this computer. Can I ask you to switch to mine?
Cool, thanks for answering the question.
No,
Okay, we're at Occupy Oli, and you're from Bend, Indiana.
I'm from South Bend, Indiana, yeah.
Yes? Tell us what's up over there in Indiana.
Okay, so South Bend is a small town, but we've got a lot of ideas that we're throwing out. We're trying to work and reach out to other Occupy movements. We're really kind of taking on a symbolic approach here. We want to take our Occupy movement into as many places as we can. We want to work with charities and neighborhood organizations, and we just really want to make sure that when we say Occupy, we mean occupy.
Cool. So you're working with other organizations. That sounds really rad.
We're starting. We're trying to. We're working on outreach and going from there. That's one of the reasons why I'm here today, actually. So.
Oh yeah, tell us more about why you're here.
Okay, so we've really come up with some good ideas. We're small, and we're in a small city. So our Occupy movement, we really want to kind of do the best that we can with it and do the most that we can. We came up with some good ideas for fundraising and for networking, and that's what we're going to do.
So you're trying to share those today?
Yep, we're trying to share them. We don't own anything. We just want what works for us. If it works for other people, they're free to use it. They're free to not use it. It's up to them, but we're going to share.
Cool. Well, thank you for sharing. What do you have to say as like sort of a motivational statement to everybody out there who's occupying?
I think Occupy is about reform, it's about change, and it's about dialogue. And that's what we're trying to make happen. This is a democracy. We live in a democracy. We don't have to have an answer for what our movement is about. We're going to let democracy provide that answer. We're just going to pave the way for it to do so.
Very cool. Thank you very much, and good luck in Indiana. Okay, Bird. What's the nicest thing about Occupy Oli?
Well, I don't know what the nicest thing is, but I'll tell you what I like about it. And what I like about it is the sense of belonging that I feel. Connecting with people, meeting new people, and having meaningful connections and building relationships. And I've made a lot of new friends, and I just feel like smiling when I think about this place and being here and what people are doing and how amazing people are, how smart and incredible and talented and skillful people are. So I think that's what I like the most about it for me.
That's great. I'm so glad you're here. Do you want to say anything else to all of the other occupies around the globe?
I just want to say to all the other occupies around the globe, let's take care of each other. Let's figure out what we need, and let's figure out how to do it. And I really think that we have an opportunity here to transform and to heal each other and to create a new culture, to transform this culture into something that's new, where
functional.
Yeah, where people aren't considered less valuable than money or power, where we find power in relationships with each other rather than power over each other.
That's powerful. Well, thank you very much, Bird. You're amazing, and keep it up.
Hi, I'm Peter Grotachelli. I'm here with them at Occupy Olympia. And I'm going to answer some questions. What was the first question?
What do you see as an end goal?
Oh, yeah, so I think, the end goal of this ought to be, do something like totally different, like create our own system under the noses of the current system, see, because while we do have some specific goals to reform the current system, we got to take advantage of this unprecedented get-together, something that hasn't been seen since the '60s, not even then, and take a look again at some really basic things like dropping out in general. What does it mean, right? Dropping out, like the way Tim Leary said it. How could we do it? What I want to see is get a couple of million activists, like everybody from all these Occupy movements, just get together in one geographic location and just and maybe there'll be 1 million of us, and we could just provide all our basic needs totally independent of the system, right? But how do you get that many people to just ditch their lives at home, whatever these individual lives are, and go and do that? Okay, well, the first thing is they have to be bound by some kind of love to one another that's greater than what we have now. So everybody's into this monoamorous thing now, right? What we could do is get people into get people down to a little polyamory, free love in its more sublime form. And does that work? Well, I don't know. I'll talk about it some other time. But basically, what that would do is form these really deep connections between people, not just between two people here, two people there, but kind of link everybody. Okay, and then there's this whole self-esteem issue too. A lot of people have a big self-esteem problem with dropping everything and going out and just because it seems it's not productive to just drop out of society, right? But if we're creating something new at the same time, in which we are actually get 1 million people together in the woods somewhere and provide our basic needs, and then then I think that would be justifiable then, and you wouldn't have to feel bad about it. And if we get that whole polyamory thing going, imagine if you could get rid of this overpopulation problem too. And I might just be answering, I might just go on this ramble then, so let me know if I have to stop.
No, it's all good. I really like your ideas. I would kind of like to address the one question, which is how are we going to prevent the same problems that have happened in our prior system with abusing and corrupting power from happening within our internal structures? How are we going to prevent power from being abused?
Oh yeah, good question. Well, I think you just have to get if you have the right kind of people together, then we don't have to worry about that. See, and the problem is right now, of course, the internal structures are generally, in most cities, pretty lousy, just like the internal structures elsewhere. Yeah, because right now the movement kind of involves everybody. So what you do is don't involve everybody. That's what I would say. It doesn't work. What you do is just involve those people who want to go out to some big collective somewhere out in the desert or the Rockies or something. Just get those people involved, and then it should be better.
Involve the people who want to be involved.
Yeah, exactly, and people of a certain attitude too, who don't want to argue, and have the reserve the right to throw somebody over the city walls if they're just creating problems,
Yeah, that sounds like self-enforced discipline, or community enforced.
Yeah, exactly, and the thing is too, the way we'd have to organize it. I'm not talking about 1 million people all next to in one place. I mean, I'm talking about villages with 1,000 people or less, all kind of next to each other, where everybody knows each other. See, so anybody who's stealing something and causing trouble or just hates everybody, everybody's gonna know him, and we can make him leave. And the idea is that it doesn't involve everybody, but it will attract some good people from all over the world and create an environment which is really good, better than any one that has existed so far, right? Because it's very kind of selective. And so with that environment existing, all the people born there will be pretty awesome too. It's just I think it'll make things improve in the surrounding areas too, and just generally set the path for a better world.
What I heard that I like is that people can choose to be within their community or not, and that if people are choosing to be within their community, they have an investment in it, which I really like. You've got some interesting ideas, so thanks for doing the interview, and good luck here at Occupy Oli. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're at Occupy Oli. How are you feeling about the movement thus far?
I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I'm here mostly during the daytime. I don't camp because I have a small farm, so I'm a participant and I support it. And on the one hand, I'm very encouraged that people have put this together and are here because it's bringing awareness to the general public.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a huge statement about the atrocities that are happening in our country,
mm-hmm.
that are harming people.
Yeah. And you're working with the nurse tent as well, right?
Yep, I'm a registered nurse, and most of my time spent here at the camp is volunteering in the medic tent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a definite grounding place for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first tent that went up, and a lot of people come and they like to hang out there, and we're always skewing them away because it congest the area.
Uh-huh.
But it's a safe place and a place for where we can help meet some of the needs of the people here. We have clothing items, blankets, tents, tarps,
mm-hmm.
Medical supplies, etc.
Cool. What do you see as an end goal for the Occupy?
To take back this public space as a commons so that we could set up a free medical clinic for the community. That we could help meet some of the needs of the homeless people, those people who've lost their homes and lost their jobs in our economy.
Mm-hmm.
And the end goal is to keep this place. This isn't a temporary movement.
Mm-hmm.
This is permanent.
Okay.
I would like to see us plant gardens.
Ooh.
And do a lot of things that will help better the community.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have anything to say to the greater global Occupy movement?
Don't give up.
Yay. Awesome. Well, thank you for interviewing.
Yep.